guys, welcome back. Tonight I am going to be making it's supposed to be 3-herb chicken and mushrooms with rice, but I don't have the 3 herbs, I don't think. So me. But you know what, I'm gonna move the camera back just a smidge. Okay, here we go. I feel more comfortable that way, so you're not all up in my grill. So what I'm going to start with is, of course, like I complained about the other day, is I've got to chop up my mushrooms, which, you know, maybe I would learn, but obviously not. So here we go, chopping some more mushrooms. I'm not going to dice them as finely as I did the other day, because I found out it actually didn't really matter. So chop, chop, chop. Oh, and actually what I should get started is I'm making this with rice tonight, and so I have a little mini rice cooker, which I absolutely love. I got it from a former neighbor when she moved out, and I'm gonna make some rice in there. And rice is like pretty simple. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio. And they actually have a cup that goes with the rice maker to kind of tell you to measure it all out. So let me actually get the stuff started for that before I get too far in. So I'm pretty sure that's what the ratio is 2-to-1. 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. Okay. See this little cup? It's pretty nice to have. And I'll show you my rice cooker really quick too. Well, it's getting hot, but this is the little bowl that it goes in. And so I just plugged it in a little bit ago, and it's on I guess it's on the warming setting. So I better do this a little bit faster than I had originally planned. But it'll take a while for that to cook, like maybe around a half an hour. And there we go. And then I put the lid on. Oh, one thing to be so careful when you're cooking rice. The lid has a little steam area, you know, smart, duh. The very first time I used this rice cooker, I had gotten it, like I was cooking the rice, and I go to check on it, and I happened to lean, not lean, but one of my fingers somehow got in, on the steam part. I burnt, it was weird. It was like the inside of my finger on it. It hurt so bad. It was, well, I mean, it's a steam burn. Those are some of the worst, because that's hotter than boiling water, you know? So, I learned my lesson. I'm very nervous now around rice cookers. But lesson learned. I'm not going to do that again. So tonight is, what I'm going to do is rosemary, actually I'm going to do a little rosemary, a little garlic maybe, and no, I'm just going to do rosemary, and it calls for thyme, but I don't think I actually have any thyme. Ha ha ha. That's the worst joke ever. Yeah, I don't have any thyme, but I'm going to show you the trick I have for rosemary. And I believe this is my rosemary, right? I think that's rosemary. I was going to get this confused. Yep. Well, actually, maybe I do have thyme then. This could be the thyme then. Yeah, okay. So that's how I'm gonna cook my chicken. But you'll see, I grabbed these things out of the freezer and I'm bouncing around. I realize that a lot today. But when I have extra herbs, I cut them up, like I prepare them kind of, and then I put them in ice cube containers, and then I fill it with olive oil, and then I stick it in the freezer. And then you can just, you toss those in. So then I don't need to add oil. I don't need to add anything else. It's just really simple. So that is how I'll be doing, which I better get to sooner rather than later, considering it's gonna start melting, because it does melt, obviously. So let me quickly finish chopping these. The stroganoff the other night, so amazing. Like, I didn't know if we'd finish it, because it made a lot. It was, oh my god, it was some of the best. It was so good. I'm gonna try, I might do a can of cream of mushroom next time I make it, just to get some more of that. I mean, I love the mushroom part, so. But yeah, it turned out so well, and it was hard to stop eating, actually. Which, I mean, it's me we're talking about, so a lot of things are hard for me to stop eating, but it was really, really good. So, mushrooms are almost done. Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to toss that, and then I'm going to put in 1 cube of that. Let me turn on my stove, and 1 cube, so 1 cube of thyme, 1 cube of rosemary. Seal these babies back up, put them back in the freezer. Those, I think, are the end of mine. Oh, looks like I have a couple more. It looks like some thyme, so I got some more of that at least. But I will let those melt, and I'm actually gonna set aside my mushrooms really quick, and I'm gonna get a plastic cutting board out and get my chicken thighs. See, I have about almost 2 pounds of chicken thighs with the skin on. So, and I'm going, oh, if I can get it open, there we go. And I'm gonna just grab these out. These on the cutting board. I prefer to use plastic cutting boards when I do poultry, because I feel like the wood, you don't ever get it clean enough, like, if that makes any sense. And I'm just gonna salt and pepper these really quick while this, did I turn on the right one? Yes, I did. Let's see, what am I gonna, I will use the tongs today. Oh, come on, flip over. And all the oil start melting. It's like, no, I don't want to melt. Okay. Salt and pepper. Starting to be able to smell everything. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare the chicken first, and then prepare the mushroom sauce. And I'm actually gonna be baking this, so I am preheating my oven to 400. Just another thing I love about my Dutch oven is that it can go from stovetop to little bit longer. I gotta rub all that stuff in. Let me just make sure. Skin side down, cook for 5 to 7 minutes. I'm getting my recipe today from bhg.com. I don't really know what that stands for, but oh, Better Homes and Gardens. Who knew? And then I'll make the sauce. I just want to make sure I'm actually getting the whole kitchen in there. Okay, good. You guys are seeing me. Okay, we are almost hot. Okay, let me get these all rubbed in. These skin side down for, it says 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Gotta wash my hands a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm going to actually place the lid on this for the time being, just to be careful. Okay, it looks like our rice is cooking. Our chicken's set. Okay, so I'm browning it essentially for 5 to 7 minutes, and then I'm flipping it over and putting it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So I am actually going to let you go until this part is done, and the chicken part is done, and then if I would have known I could have done that, I should have read the directions better. But I'm going to, yeah, so you're just not like sitting here watching me watch chicken cook. And then I will come back when I'm pulling the chicken out of the oven and I start to make the mushroom sauce. So I will see you in probably about 20-ish minutes, okay? Until then, or maybe I'll come back and show you when I flip them, just for a hot second, and then we'll put it in the oven, and then I'll move the camera over so you can kind of get a little bit of better review. So, okay, I'll see you in 5-ish minutes then, and then another 20 after that. Okay guys, I'm back. Here is the chicken right now after about 5-ish minutes. And now I'm going to turn off the stove. It is preheated to, just get the herbs kind of 400. And you see it's got kind of a nice skin to it. There we go. And now I'm going to stick this in the oven. I don't think I cover it. Nope, I don't. So here it goes. Oh, what did I do with my packets? Okay. Into the oven it goes. There we go. So it'll be in there for another 20 minutes. I will see you then. Hey guys, I am gonna check to see if the rice is done. Looks like most of the water has evaporated out, so I'm just gonna obviously avoid that stream of hot steam. And nope, still got some time on that. Still quite a bit of water left in there. So let's see. Kernel I just tried is still a little hard too. Okay, the chicken should be done, I think, in about another couple minutes. So I'm gonna actually stay on with you and check that right now. So I'm going to move you back over to the stove top. I'm gonna pull the chicken out of the oven and we'll check it. I'm not always the greatest at checking chicken because it said it needed an internal tip of 170. I do have a thermometer. Look how good that looks. It's been in there for about 15 minutes. Where is, oh, there's my thermometer. And I will just check this baby out. Okay, let's see. It's like we're gonna be short. We are about at 160. So some of these pieces are a little smaller though, so I don't know if they're gonna be, oh yeah, that one looks like it's definitely 170. Okay, I'm actually gonna, oh yeah, that one's above 170. I'm gonna pull it. I think we're probably good. I don't know if I just didn't. Yeah, I have faith in it. And it's kind of like oozing out water too, so I think we're good. Okay. Next is I take the chicken out of here. I'm just gonna move it onto a plate. I'm gonna turn off the oven. And we will let this rest for a bit. And we're gonna start making, ooh, I don't wanna tear off that skin. Let's start making the sauce. I'm gonna actually tint some foil over the chicken too, so that it stays, I mean, I'm not really worried about it staying warm since it's gonna go back into the sauce, but it's not gonna hurt it if I tint some foil over it. Okay, I'll just set that over here. Let me get my directions up again. Medium high, flour. Okay, so I'm gonna leave all this junk in here because that's going into the sauce too. And first things first is I gotta turn it on, huh? Medium high. minutes. I'm just gonna set the lid on for it said cook for about 4 minutes. So we'll just let it cook down. I'll clean up a little bit while I'm at it. Sorry, all you're doing is staring at some mushrooms, but okay. There. I got like almost my dishes done. Give this a little stir. God, I love the smell of mushrooms. I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to this. Ugh, my hands are wet. Some little salt. Here's a little pepper. I'm not totally sure. It says 3 herbs. Is the I do mustard last. That must be the 3rd herb. Because it's not really. It is. I get it. But to me, it doesn't seem like it. So, cooking these for just about probably a minute or so longer. And then I'm adding flour, a tablespoon of flour to it. It says to coat. I might add a little bit more than a tablespoon because there does seem to be a lot of liquid in there. Okay, it looks like my rice is done. So I'm going to turn that off. I'll go as far as to unplug my rice cooker. It's going to stay warm for long enough. Okay, adding the flour. Wow, it just immediately thickens when you add that stuff. It's kind of nice that way. I'm not going to put the flour away yet though, because now I'm going to add my chicken broth. And I'm doing, it calls for a cup to a cup and a half. And so I'm going to do there's about a cup of the chicken broth. And then you can either do a half a cup of chicken broth or you can do a half cup of dry white wine. I don't have any dry white wine right now, and so I'm going to substitute my chicken broth in. You know, I'm going to add it all. I think that was probably about a cup and a half. It was left over from my chicken pot pie. Oops. And I definitely want to just get rid of it. So there is chicken stock, and then I'm going to add mustard. And then that's it. So let's see. Oh, it just squirted on me. So this is Dijon style mustard. Honestly, I'm just using spicy brown. It's the same difference. I know it's not the same, but same difference is what I said. I'm going to try to get as much of this out of the container as possible. And it calls for 2 tablespoons. Probably gotten about that amount, but just to be safe, I have a whole new one. Struggling opening up this mustard. Aha, got it. Okay, that's enough mustard. We really like mustard, so that's why I'm adding maybe even a little bit extra. So I'm going to let this simmer. I just don't feel like the mushroom, mustard. We like mustard. We also like mushrooms here. But I don't feel like it's breaking up right, you know? But we're going to let this simmer for a bit. Let some of that kind of, well, if I had wine, it would have been like the alcohol all boiling off, but I'll let this sit for about 5 minutes. If it doesn't thicken up, then I'm going to add some more flour. If it does, awesome, and I will show you when I plate it. So, I think we're already seeing some. No, not really. I just kind of want to add flour now because it's so much easier. It just thickens stuff up so fast. And I may have added a little too much chicken stock. But, okay. Talking to myself. Going crazy. I know. But, okay, we'll let this sit. And then I will be back shortly. Bye. Okay, I'm back, guys, and I just turned off the stove, and so I'm moving this over because it has thickened up. I added about a tablespoon more of flour to it to give it a little more thicken it up just a little bit more. So we're gonna let that just cool off for a hot second, and I'm going to finish plating. So I will take you over to the table where I have set up our plates. I'll move one closer to the other, and I'll move this out of the way. So the rice turned out perfectly. Pretty excited about that. And here is the chicken. So see how I can get all of this in this frame. Okay, there we go. And I am going to place it right there. And that right there. We'll save the other chicken. We'll see if we actually save it or if we end up eating it all tonight. But then I'm just waiting for this sauce to cool down a little bit more and thicken up just a little bit more. So far I think it looks pretty good. So let me transfer this over to the table. Okay, I think we're on enough, and I will get a big spoon out. I hate using so many dishes, but you know, well, maybe I can reuse my rice spoon. Now, this will just be easier. Yum, it smells so good. You can really smell the mustard. And I will top it with just a little Parmesan. Parsley. I'll take that one and put it over there. There we go. All done. Super easy meal to make. So I hope you enjoy, and let me know if you have any questions. But I'm ready for dinner. I'm starving. Okay, bye.